she was hitting my nephew. I've never seen any proof of this. There's, like I said, this has been 4 months now, no investigation whatsoever. I don't know for sure what all the allegations are, because even
Becker with attorney Vince Davis. Our next caller is Barbara from California.
Hi.
Hi, Barbara. How are you?
Oh, stressed.
I'm sure. Do you have a story to tell or a question to ask?
Well, kind of both. I am trying to get my 11-year-old niece and 13-year-old nephew out of foster care, and we live in a very, very corrupt county. There's like 20,000 people in the whole county, but this county is unbelievably corrupt. The social worker that placed, and I call them my kids because I've had them for so long because of the parents' issues, but they are my niece and nephew. But the social worker who placed them with this woman is her niece, and this house that they are in is well under 1,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, and there are 8 people in that house. The foster mother, my nephew, and a total of 6 girls between the ages of 5 and 17. And so I don't even know where they're putting everybody. This woman is going around our tiny little town telling all kinds of lies about the whole situation. Their older brothers who still live with me, we haven't gotten to see them since August 1st due to lies she has told. And, I mean, this woman left the state and left my niece and nephew home with a 14 and a 17-year-old who don't even have a driver's license. The 17-year-old is barely home. She's out. She's usually with her 21-year-old boyfriend and everything. And it's just,
Barbara,
there's investigation at all going on.
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
Okay, number 1, do you have guardianship of the children?
I don't have legal guardianship because of the whole situation. It's a complicated thing, but I do have like a letter that my brother and sister-in-law signed. And I mean, I took my niece to get her tonsils out and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's kind of held up.
Okay.
I just didn't have legal.
Why did CPS remove them from you or the parents? Why are they in foster care?
Because they said, because my mom lived here, and they said that she was hitting my nephew. I've never seen any proof of this. There's, like I said, this has been 4 months now, no investigation whatsoever. I don't know for sure what all the allegations are, because even though I was granted by a different judge at the very first hearing, I was given de facto parent status. They have not let me see any reports or anything. And this woman, the foster parent, she's even now trying to say, like, we starved the kids, which all my kids are overweight, so I don't know how that passed. But it's just so many lies and stuff. And there is actually another foster home that both, and again, I call my kids, but they are my niece and nephew. They know this couple and everything. And CPS turned them down to keep them with this woman's aunt.
Okay, so that we can help you, can you go ahead and ask what your question is?
How do I get them out of that house? Because this woman, she lets my nephew do extremely dangerous things. My niece is never allowed to go anywhere because she knows she'll talk about. This woman has admitted to me that she smokes weed at the house. She's told people that she's got bipolar. It's just a very horrific situation. And like one of the things, she's been calling them orphans since the day she got them. My niece dressed up as a dead orphan for Halloween.
Are the parents of your niece and nephew involved in court? Do they have an attorney, and are they trying to fight to get custody? Do they have visitation?
Well, my sister-in-law has only showed up to, I think, 2 of the court hearings. But this foster mother, the only reason my sister-in-law showed up was because the foster mother called her and let her come up and visit and stuff before she even went to court, and even after the judge said she couldn't have visitation yet, she was letting her visit. She didn't show up to the last meeting at all. My brother they're both meth addicts. Okay. And it's a horrible situation. That's why, and I know there's no investigation. And I know I can't control that as much as I want an investigation so I can figure out what's going on. But right now, I desperately need them out of that house for their own psychological and actually physical health.
How long have they been removed and in this home?
They were taken, I believe it was June 25th, and they were put in this home. That was a Wednesday. They were put in this home on Saturday. Again, against the social worker that did it is her niece.
Okay, Vince, what do you think?
Well, what's the question?
So this is her niece and nephew, and she doesn't actually have guardianship of them.
I would love to get guardianship of them. I have their brothers with me.
But they're in foster care.
Mm-hmm.
Under accusations of...
Are the brothers minors or are they adults?
They're 16 and 17 and a half.
Okay. So you have a pen. I'm going to give you a list of things that you should probably do. You're going to have to find an attorney in your area to help you do them. But I'm going to give you the list.
I had an attorney, and it turns out she didn't do anything. And I have called attorneys all over the state, and nobody will go up against you. You notice I didn't say the name of the county I live in, because nobody will go up against this county. Everybody I called, as soon as they ask what county, and I tell them, we don't work there. Yeah. Everybody knows, like the court-appointed attorney for the kids, everybody knows he doesn't care about the kids. He just writes down whatever the foster parents say. That's not a secret in this county, but nobody does anything about it.
Okay.
The corruption here is horrible.
I'm going to tell you what to do. Do you have a pen and a piece of paper?
Yes, I do.
Number one, you should file a 388 petition to have the children replaced with you. Number two...
what is that? What was that?
A 388 petition.
388, okay.
Okay. The second thing you should do is, it sounded like by some of the things you mentioned, you might have enough facts and evidence to get what they call presumed parent status. So you...
I tried, and because the foster mother called the mother and got her involved, the judge actually has allowed, provable lies to be said in court like they're fact.
Hey, Barbara,
and I was denied presumed status.
Who filed the petition for you?
The lawyer I hired.
Did you have a hearing?
Yes, I've been to every single court appointment since the beginning. And the judge
Barbara, hold on a second. You're going to have to write my telephone number down because we're running out of time this evening.
Okay.
It's 888-888-6582. Call that number tomorrow after 12 noon. Somebody will be, taking calls, and make an appointment to speak to me early this coming week, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All righty. So I look forward to talking to you. Thank you for calling. Thank you for listening. And update the audience in a few weeks. Let them know what's going on, okay?
I will. Thank you so much.
All righty. Talk to you soon.
I have heard a couple people that I've interviewed who have had, it's not guardianship of the child, where a family member has given them, I want to say custody, but it isn't legal custody, and somehow CPS gets involved, and that person who has had the child since for however long cannot fight to get them. So if there's a quick answer, what could they do in the beginning to make the custody legal so that if CPS does get involved, they're able to fight back for the child?
Presumed parent status or legal guardianship. Not temporary legal guardianship, but actual permanent legal guardianship.
Okay.
Sometimes there's not enough time to do all of that.
Mm-hmm.
but, you should at least try, because if you get stuck in a CPS case, generally things don't turn out well for you or for the family.
Right, because they don't have a say-so. They can't attend the court hearings. They're nobody anymore.
Just like the lady that just called.
Right.
Just like the last call.
And that's why I asked. So for people who are in this situation, before CPS gets involved, you need to go and have this done.
Right. All right, we've come to the end of the 2 hours here this evening. We will see you next week on the radio. Please call, please listen. And for all of those people that are on the board whose calls we didn't get to, please give me a call next week or call me at my office tomorrow, 888-888-6582, and maybe I can talk to you off the air this coming week. We'll see you next week on the radio.